People, deluded. I'm back again now. I have to do this video again because I did it at half time and I was bantering Spurs a bit, and obviously Spurs fans were in their rights to give it to me back. So to exclude all that, I'm doing it again. But Hakim Ziyech, now a lot of Arsenal fans or fans in particular want him at your club, and who wouldn't? He's got 20 odd goals. I know he hit the post against Spurs yesterday. You just got to think if Aguero scored that penalty in the first leg for Spurs, what would have happened? And off topic, I'll give Spurs credit actually, Carl. They almost went out in the group stages against whoever, but they did alright against Barca, did alright against PSV, turned it around against City. And for me, I think they're going to win it. But back to this. Hakim, apologies people, something's processing if you hear many noises. But Hakim Ziyech, I know a lot of you have been seeing him. He's a bad boy footballer. For me, he's been on, for my personal opinion, he's been on the scene for a minute now, and probably the last 2, maybe 3 years, he's really come up a level. I know he was linked with Roma, so if he's linked with Roma, I know Roma are a Champions League club and things like that, but surely if Roma are in the conversation, not just Arsenal, but Arsenal, Spurs, these sort of teams there, we can be in that conversation for this player. If I was him, it's a lot to ponder, people, because I feel as a fan or as an Arsenal supporter, I feel he's attainable because allegedly his release clause is in the 20s/early 30 million mark, which we can do. And especially when you look at Torreira, how we structured the payments, maybe something can go on like that. Maybe Overmars can, okay, I'm reaching a bit, but former Arsenal man kind of give us a bit of a bone, throw us a bone sort of thing. So I do believe he's attainable. Obviously, he would add to what we had. You're seeing his performances in the champs, both legs really against Spurs. Forgive me if I'm wrong, he played well against Madrid for me and Juventus, and he's got 20 odd goals in his league. Now, he's actually said that he won't force a move, and I don't believe he's someone that will force a move. From what I saw, based on when he said them reports, and I'm just paraphrasing, is that if a super offer comes, then I'll leave, but why not? So if he's linked with Roma, maybe Arsenal, the attraction of the Premier League, the project with Gooner, the London lifestyle, all of these things could tempt him. But if you're looking at it from a sporting proposition, if I was him, is Arsenal necessarily the best team you want to leave Ajax for, considering where they are? Now, on one hand, you might want to stay at Ajax because of what they've achieved, and you think you can go again next year. But on the other hand, if there's a fire sale, and they've said 1-2 will go, but it won't be a fire sale. But if the significant signings, Deluded, De Jong, and a couple other key component players rather than guys, Tagliafico to a degree, if the bulk of them go, and apologies for that, people, but if the bulk of them obviously depart the club and you're going to be less competitive, you've got to think what's going on for your future. If I was him, but considering the fact that I'm 26, and I mean Arsenal's probably going to take 3, maybe 4 years, hopefully I'm wrong, to redevelop as a football club and possibly do what Liverpool are doing right now, or to a degree what Spurs are doing, or just challenge for more trophies. That's going to take a bit of time, 3-4 years, to which he's 26 years of age now. 3-4 years, you're going to be 29. Do you really want to spend your best years maybe part of a rebuild without... There's no assurances of trophies in football, full stop. But would you really want to do that? Or would it be smart to wait for, which I think would be a good move and might happen, is a Liverpool sort of thing, a City sort of thing. He might not play on a regular basis at these clubs, but the PSGs, the Munichs, the Madrids, the Barcas, you get the point. These sort of clubs there, once in a lifetime opportunities and the chance to win silverware, it's all up to him. I think he's attainable. I would love him. How far Arsenal's money can go, I'm not too sure, because we're linked with his teammate Neres. That's around 30. Ziyech is around, let's just say 20 to 30. So you're probably looking at 50, 60 on 2 players. Without even talking about, obviously that's a winger and a creative mid, which we need, but that's without talking about a centre half, another centre mid, a left back, which allegedly Unai is very keen on. But we'll see how it goes in that regards, people. I haven't really got much more to say. So on that note, I'm going to keep it moving. But I do think we can get him. If I was Ziyech, I can't lie, I'm not sure as to whether I would sign for Arsenal. Obviously, I hope to be wrong. I'm not saying we've got no chance. I just have a duty as a content creator, as myself, you lot listen to me, to give you everything I feel. I think he's an attainable signing. But on the other hand, if I look from a player's perspective, is it really the best financial package that Arsenal can offer you? Is it really the best competitive sporting package? And I mean, you probably think with Ajax he might actually want to leave, even though he said he won't force it, because they've kind of got to the end of the cycle. They did very well to get to the Europa League final, shot themselves in the foot against Spurs, or they would be playing against Liverpool in that final, and the football purists were rooting on them. They're a young squad, so technically they can go again. But like I said, if the bulk is going to be torn up, then what? Their keeper, what's the black guy's name? Ohana or something like that? Former Barca lad. He's been linked with a return to Barca. Deluded and De Jong are more or less gone. Tagliafico's linked with a move. Their right back is linked with a move. There could be a fire sale of sorts. I know Overmars and Van der Sar have said none, but if the key players go and you're one of the key players and you can obviously see you're not as competitive, what's going on? And to be fair, if I was Spurs, I would go in for Ziyech as well, to be fair with you, because he will add to what they have. And if he's 20 odd million or so and similar to us, I mean, Poch didn't get to sign a player. So if we're all kind of broke, then you got a guy to look at these sort of man there, even though his release clause probably doesn't do him justice. We all know he's a wonderful footballer, capable of dazzling dribbles, capable of wonderful set pieces, can shoot from range, good dribbling, man. As you'd expect from someone that's from his sort of region or heritage, they're very good dribblers, man, and very good showmen with a football, man. Doesn't matter if it's Algeria or Morocco, whether they're professional or the ones that the people from there that used to play at my park. I really like the way they play. They play with a certain sort of swagger, and they all want to be showmen. Like you rarely see a basic Algerian or basic Moroccan sort of player. Even if they're centre halves, there's a bit of jazz to them. You see what I'm saying? But on that note, I'm gonna keep it moving. People, Deluded, comment, subscribe, and do the rest. I'm out.